Hi friend, it's Amy with Renewing Stitches. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad to be here with you, showing you my little bit of stitching, but it's productive stitching. It's just a few projects. I'm glad to be here with you, glad to share it with you, talk with it, talk about it with you. Words are going to come out weird today, but I'm just glad to be here. It's been 2 weeks, and I thank you for coming and sharing your time with me. Thank you for visiting if you're new, and thank you for returning. As always, friend, so glad to be on this side. I wish we were like together in person, but here we are, and we can still communicate. I have a finish, and I posted that on Instagram. I have a new start, which I did not post on Instagram, and I have 2 whips. Also not on Instagram yet, but I just have 4 in 2 weeks. Things are good. They're just full, and that's wonderful. We have completed 1 performance. My youngest had ballroom performance on Monday night. This past Monday night. Rehearsal was this past Friday. We have 1 more performance this coming Saturday for piano, and rehearsal for that is Friday night as well. Then with the regular practices we had, I don't know if y'all do this, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't think it's uncommon, but we have a Memorial Day at the cemetery. So I grew up not far from here, and the families years and years and years and years ago had a family cemetery, and and it's like 3 different families got some land, I believe, and have a cemetery on this land, and the families would get together. So years and years and years, 4 years and years and years, families from those that are the loved ones that are buried there, the families get together and have a Memorial Day, and it consists of potluck and a church service, and we all gather and visit and talk memories and just fellowship, have a lovely time together. By that time, so the cemetery is all cleaned up. It's all mowed and beautified for Memorial Day. And we all just gather and it's almost a family reunion, though none of us are really, maybe some of them are, we're all cousins somehow from that first group. Not all of us, some have moved in or married in or whatever. Anyway, so that was all that to say is we had a wonderful Memorial Cemetery Day this past Sunday as well. It was a beautiful day, mid-70s, under the oak trees. It's beautiful. It's out it's a yard and out in the country, and you hear the birds, and it's just lovely. So we did that. Doctor's appointments, hair appointments. It's just all right in here in May. Yay! So next week we will have the piano recital. I said that. The following week is graduation. We had a bunch of rain Monday and Tuesday, 3 inches or so. Last week it was pretty wet, so we've got a couple more days of rain coming up. Not drenching like 3 inches, but not enough. It's enough to not be dry. That's coming up. After that, things will get going at the house again, and it'll be ready to be moved into. So, because all we're waiting on are 2 external things. And the inside will be, the touch-up paint will happen after that, after they make sure the gas is fine and the electric is fine and all that. So, moving along, it is 4 minutes in. Let's talk cross stitch. All right. I am stitching, also watching a little bit of Flosstube, not a lot, but a little. And I got a hair or something. Tickles. So I'm going to show you my finish. This I put on Instagram, I think last week. I have not posted anything this week. I'll try to work on that. This is Botanical Rebel from Kristin X Stitch on Etsy. I looked before posting it on Instagram. She is not currently selling anything on the site, so that's a shame because she does have quite a few lovely things, but they're not available right now. So I got this quite a few years ago. It doesn't have a year that I purchased it. Anyway, I did it in the pink colorway that was listed. I stitched it on an 18 count even weave that I dyed with blue. It's a blue green. In here it looks more blue, but it is a blue green. And I lost my pencil. There we go. Let's see if I can get it situated so you can see how green it's got green in it. Tried to put white all the way around it. Not really. It's 4:30 here, so the light, I'm having to use the indoor light because the sun is over there. So this is my finish on the Instagram post. You can see the green, but that's my finish. It'll be hooped and somewhere in the house and ready for next May the 4th. I'll have it up all year though, somewhere fun. So that is my finish. Let's see. I wish it would show the green, but it does not. There, that's the blue. Botanical Rebel. That was fun. There are some miscounts, but I wung it. Just winging it. It was fine. Not bad enough to pull out. So I really like that one. It's cute. Cute. Okay. 2 strands of DMC over 1 to make it nice and squishy. The flowers nice and squishy. The new start was something I'm behind on in March. Yes, I believe March. I stopped stitching in March. It is a WIP. Haha, because I had the top done. Okay, it's a WIP. It's not a new start. Sorry. My bad. In March, I had started the 2 WIPGO calls. So I am doing Christmas WIPGO, Ornament-go. And I'm working on, let's see, Karen the Stitching Owl, hi friend, and Sarah the Rocking Chair Stitcher, and Amy M Makes, hi Amy, and somebody else is doing ornaments. Lots of people are doing ornaments, but I know those for sure. We're stitching ornaments. And I was working on the Crocette Go-Go. I did January and February calls, and I'll show you those in a second. I started March, just the outline. So I'm doing them individually, and I started I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can get there you go. I did the frame around it for March, the 2 for March, 9 and 24, I believe. And I stopped in March and didn't. I finished the ornaments for the Pinker and Pumpkin, my Pinker and Pumpkin WIPGO board, which I have not done May yet. But I picked up these in these past 2 weeks and started working on them from March. So I'm working on currently, there it is, the gingerbread house. That's the one I'm on. This is 14 count vintage taupe. Where did my pencil go? 14 count vintage taupe from Hobby Lobby. I'm marking off the ones that I have done, that I have not marked. And just using 2 strands of DMC that are called for. I have changed the gingerbread color, but I don't have it with me to tell you what the number is. It was blending in too much to the fabric, and so I changed it a little different. Of course, it is outlined, but there are some pieces that will be touching the vintage taupe fabric, so I changed it. So here's January, 11 and 20. And then February was 7 and 8. And that looks crooked. Right here. Why is that? But that's the way it was. It looks like empty there. It looks empty now that I'm seeing. Anyway, here is gingerbread, number 9. And I had this side already, this is 24, already done. So I did, this is a whip, because I had the tops done. So, this is the gingerbread. So all that was completed, and this is what I've gotten done. So really all I need to do is fill in the house color. There is another heart over here, and there's a heart in the inside, and then there's a number somewhere, but it's going along. This is good basketball stitching and hockey. So I've been watching both in the evenings when we can. So I'll pick something up and stitch on it. So that will be, hopefully I'll have that done by the next time I see you, and then have a good start on number 24, which is, the Nativity. And then I'll have March done. And then April is, what is April? 5, 4, and 10. I don't remember which order. Oh, the light and whatever that is, a Christmas bag. These two will be April, and then May is 5 and 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Santa, and then 4, 21, 2019, whatever. What is that? A bauble? Okay, so these two right here. Oh well, you'll see it whenever I get to it. It'll be better. But this is a lovely, lovely chart. I have enjoyed it. So they will all be finished into ornaments that are square. I'm not sure if it'll be a square pillow or just a flat finish, a board finish hanging on a ribbon. Not sure yet. The goal was to work on them quarterly, finishing, and that has not happened. But here we are. Let's see, what else? I did get some more done on, Plum Street's Heritage Sampler. This was my new start last year in January. And I'm stitching it on 40 count Country Mocha Newcastle Linen. 1/2? Yes, 1/2 on 40 count. I worked on the side again. Love this fabric. It was on a separate day. Flosstube knows. Separate day from the 14 count, because going back and forth on the same day is a little hard. But I got these flowers in, and then the star, and I'm working on the star down here. I think there's a star right there maybe as well. Maybe not. Yes, there is. Yes, and then I'll fill in the urn, get this done. Maybe, I don't know which I'll go next, but finish out this star. That's what's on my needle right now, the white. So that is it. It is printed. Yes, it's a printed fabric. So it's got the modeling on one side, which you really can't tell because of the wrinkles, but that's okay. It's beautiful. It'll be pretty when it's ironed after I'm done. So, fun. Also, miscounts here, but it's okay. It's unique to me and not enough to pull out. 1/1, do y'all? It's hard to pull out. Not 1/1. That's definitely hard to pull out on a 40 count, but 1/2, I don't usually pull it out unless it's blatant, and when I will do that if needed. So I'm not a perfectionist in that regard. And yeah. Okay, I'll just stop there with that. Next is Nebraska Prairie. I worked on this this past weekend for the Blackbird weekend that I'm doing, hopping on Emily Williams, hi, is continues the Blackbird weekend sale, and her friends, and I'm just hitching on. So I worked on Nebraska Prairie. I don't think there's one that's got it all spread out. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. This one. I think I'm going to change the color of the house, but I'm not there yet. I may make it. I did change the border. It is charted for 3021. And I'm using 930, the blue, for the border. This is a, did I write it down? It's a 14 count that I dyed in something, probably tea or coffee because it's light. And that's my progress. Last time you saw it, I think it was that way. I think all that was done. All this little section was done. And so I came across and started counting up. This one's done. There's a bird up here. I need to do that. This one's almost done. I have a couple of little flower things here. These were they were charted as if you were doing a linen, I guess. So it would be, you would go into each hole in your square. Since this is an Ada, I changed the stitch. It looked like a star. What is that called? Yes, it's an eyelet. I changed it to like a leaf. It looks more like a leaf. Let's see if I can get it close. So instead of an eyelet, it is a leaf. So there it is right there. In the pattern, it hits, like there's lots. So I changed it. It's still in the square shape, and it's still a change from the regular X. So those need to be over here too. So, and then there's more of the flower up there. But that's my progress there. And after that's done, I don't know what I do know what I want to stitch. I want to stitch. Emily also finished. She just recently finished. Go watch her. Go watch. Well, I know y'all need some more people to watch. So I've listed below the Flosstubers that I've mentioned. If you don't follow them, go, or have never heard of them, go follow. They're sweet, and I enjoy watching them. This is Blooming Sunflowers. She just finished this one. It's beautiful. I wish there was a brighter picture because it's got the shadow on it. But also, I mean, the room has a shadow as well in here. But I would like to do that one next. But I also said I would like to do the Mighty Acorn because that's in here too. This is all part of stitching the book. I am stitching the book with Tara, Mud Creek Stitcher. Hi, Tara. She's also stitching through this book. Winds of Autumn is Blackbird. I will be starting another Blackbird somewhere around the 11th. 'Tis the Season from the Christmas one with Deanne. I'm stitching on the rock. So I have starts planned. I hope I get to stitch or start them. I have started several things this year and projects that I had hoped to keep up with. Alas, they are start-alongs and they are stitch-alongs, but I'm not completing alongs. That's okay. It's all right. It's a hobby, and I enjoy stitching with my friends and remembering my friends as I stitch the projects that I'm supposed to be completing too. So that is all of my stitching. Plans. Well, I don't know. I will just pick up whatever. I hope to finish the gingerbread house, get some more done on Heritage. I also need to pick up all the other things that are so lovely in my piles. But we'll see. So that's the plan. Well, I do have plans to start on the 11th. Tis the Season. That's the one with the, I didn't bring it in here. It's the Blackbird design, Christmas design with the big red cardinal. And it says "Tis the Season," and it's a long one. Oh, it's not probably that long, but it's instead of square, it's rectangular. So I hope to start that one. That is Deanne's birthday start. I have that one. Lots of other ones that I want to start, which will wait. I had hoped originally, I'm sure I had mentioned this before, but I had hoped originally to, since I had pulled several out of my WIP stash to just focus on while we were getting ready to move and all that. I had hoped to finish, and I did. I finished a couple, but I had hoped to make more progress, thinking I would be stitching, while waiting. No, that is not the case. So I will just stitch when I can, enjoy it, and watch Flosstube when I can, and really enjoy that, and then share when I can. So I will be back in 2 weeks-ish. Hopefully, I will not be late. Yesterday I was out of town. Was in McKinney and gone a good chunk of the day, so I did not get back in time to have, well, I could have done it last night, but I was already showered and So I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks with more stitching. Please comment if you desire. I will be around in the comments. It's not as often as I would like, but it is. I am there. I'm trying to comment whenever I watch the floss tubes as well. There are several that I have watched, and I still watch them listen while I'm working on prepping or planning, meal prep, meal plan, laundry, whenever I'm doing something. And I thought about listening to Flosstube while driving, but that's probably not very safe because I would want to look away and go, ooh and ah, and my phone is tiny screen. That would not work. So, but I am listening. I need to go back and comment on the ones that I've got a list going of the ones that I haven't commented on, but trying to comment and be good there. Anyway, I'll go. Stop rambling. It's 23 minutes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy Wednesday. Happy 2 weeks. There is a lot going on all over. I mean, good and bad, but there is always something lovely to be thankful for. So I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for your time. I will see you soon. Bye, friends.